Hi, Unka Bean from Unka Bean's Games Labs here. Just a quick note that on today's video, I kind of went a little farther than I meant to. I accidentally recorded an hour's worth of video, so what I did is I'm cutting it into two segments, and I'm letting you know at the beginning that this one is the very first episode. We go into research, we go into polluted pits, we go into making barracks and bedrooms, we do a lot of things. So if you're looking to learn some stuff about oxygen not included, take a look, join the video, and we'll teach you from beginning to end. Hope to see you in there. Okay, so as we start in the game, as I said, the first thing you want to do is pause the game. Now what you're going to want to do is take a look around. You can see we've got lots of carbon dioxide up here. We've got muckroot for food. We've got shine bugs for light. And we have some mealwood, which makes me very happy. Bristle blossom is very tough to grow without light. We have more muckroot, more bristle blossoms. Down here we have more clean water. This is always a benefit. Up here we have clean water nice and close. As you can see, we have not exposed a lot of the map, but up here we have a lot of iron and coal. This will be very handy about, a few days in, but we're going to need some right away. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is start digging, because you need resources to build. So we're going to set that up like that, unpause the game, and allow them to start digging. Now you'll see these light up as soon as that hits the ground. What this means is we have materials to build with now. Now one of the things I like to do is look around. 1, 2, 3, space, ladder, space, base. And we want to be, there's that, 1, 2, 3. You want 4 tiles in between each base level. The reason for this is the biggest machines are 4 tiles, so I find it easier just to make everything 4 tiles, because that way if you want to change something later, you don't have to resize the base. Now they will not be able to reach those for a minute, that's okay. We're going to build the ladder right here, and we're going to do a quick pause. Now what I'd like them to do is build a little ladder right down to this water. And when they do that, they can put in a pitcher pump. And as you can see, you want it to reach as far down as you can, so place it right on the water. Okay, we're going to continue digging here. Now this is where we're going to start playing with priorities. We want to set this, this, and this to 6. Yeah, ladder's going to need to go up anyway. Hold down the left mouse button and drag, and you get a little line. It's really simple stuff. Now we want this to be priority 5. We want this done first. So we will unpause it. And then when we got this stair built, we'll dig this out. That'll allow them to build this stair. And we're going to have to dig out these as well. I forgot to mention, that was from the sand that was up here. When you dig underneath sand, that sand on top will fall. There's nothing to hold it. But if you dig out the sand here and the sand here and fertilizer here, this will stay. It's just the sand that drops. Okay, so now what we want to do is dig these 2 out. Set the priority to 6. Move down just a little bit, and we're going to get our bathroom ready. Because our duplicants are going to need a bathroom. We will resize that as we need it. Now, duplicants need to be sanitized. After they go to the bathroom, they make a lot of germs. Now, that space here is where the door is going to be, so I leave that, leave a space in between for a deodorizer, and then we go to the plumbing And we hit the outhouse. That's very important as well. Now I like to leave 2 spaces in between that one, and then 1 space in between there. We will dig these out. Oh, that got in the way. There we go. Somebody will come running for that now. Darn that sand, eh? Alright, now that we've got that dug out, he'll build that. And then he'll start working on digging. And there we go. Oh, we had to knock out a piece of fertilizer there. That's not a big deal. That won't pollute the water. Okay, and now we set this for sub-priority 6. We need a bathroom. And the next thing we're going to want to work on is some place for them to sleep. Now we go into furniture. That's where we find our lovely cots. We leave a space before the door because we put a statue in there for morale bonus. And we're going to need a few beds. But we only need 3 for now. So these 2 will be built later. They'll just sit there until I dig it out. They're fine. The other thing we're going to need to do is place tile under here. Now let's take a look at our schedule because everybody should be able to be switched now. Oh, for some reason I lost my schedules. Alright, let's do a quick pause while I fix that. Work. Once again, the schedule is their work, how much time they work. They do not need bathroom breaks. What they do need is downtime. And like I say, when we set it up, we make it so when one person goes to bed, the next person wakes up. Or goes on their break. That way we've got a complete rotation. We always have at least 2 duplicants working. And we have a good block where we've got 3 of them working. And now since we're well past the sleep times, I can move the duplicants. See, we'll put Art there, and we'll put Dr. Jones over here. There we go. Now everybody is set for a schedule. We don't have to worry about them anymore. And let's see, let's go back, unpause that. And have they filled this yet? Not yet, but they will. This side contains clean water. This side contains the polluted, dirty water. Now this will slowly fill up, so you're going to need to find a place to dump your polluted water. That's very important. Okay. Right now, this is very unimportant, so I'm going to set that to 4. Now, did I set that one to... interesting. I have not set this yet, but we need a bed for somebody to sleep. So I will set that a little higher. Excuse me. Now the other thing about the sinks is you can set the direction. This arrow means they will wash their hands when they're going this way and when they're going this way. We don't need that. We just need the direction to go left. That way, after they go to the bathroom, they will always wash their hands. Now, here's where we use our germ overlay. As we can see, nobody has gone to the bathroom yet. Everything is nice and clean. After we use the bathroom, I'll show you where the germs start coming in. I don't believe we've dug enough to find any slime yet, because we really have not dug much at all. And I lie. Down here we have green slime. You'll eventually turn this into algae. As you can see, it contains slime lung. Now the problem is, it outputs more slime lung than you can clean. So you don't want to dig into it until you've got an ore processor and chlorine to clean it off and kill the germs. And a sink to wash them after they do it. So that'll be coming up a little bit later, but let me show you the germs. There you go. All those little dots, those are all germs on the slime. Pretty nasty little critters. They can really wreck your base if you're not careful. Now, a lot of people say you don't need a med bay. I like to have one. Okay, we got our first bed built. Now, who is first on our schedule? It's Ellie Mae. So, Ellie Mae, you get that first cot. And second on the schedule is Art, so he will get the second one. When you see somebody sleeping, all you have to do is click Move To and move them to another location. They will wake up and move. He's a narcoleptic, so he likes to fall asleep on the job. All right, well, we got our second toilet built. This is a good sign. We've got our second cot built. And the first day is about to end for Ellie Mae. I think she's heading down for some muck root. Or the toilet. Oh no, I gotta pee! There you go, Ellie. You do your thing. Okay, and we are working on the third bed, which is really nice. You notice I didn't bother putting new tile under here, just where we needed it. This is for expedience sake, so we can get as much built as possible very quickly. There's a few things that need to be done. I can see we're sanitizing. As you can see, all the little germs will slowly disappear, and it's back to clean. But Ellie needs to use a sink. She is covered in germs. There she goes, washes her hands, and she's all good to go again. That's a quick lesson on germs for you. They do spread quickly, though. I had one time when my sink was not filled with water because the pitcher pump wasn't quite built yet. They used the bathroom and there were germs here, 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 over here when they got the pitcher pump going. It took a little bit to sanitize everything. Okay, this is excellent. Now we're getting where we need to go. Let's get our ladder going up so we can get us some copper. Okay, as I said, you just click and drag. That mealwood's not ready to harvest yet, so we'll quickly grab that. Now let's see where our new base is going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces for a machine, and 1 more space for the floor. Now, as you can see, we've got oxalite right here. What oxalite is it's a consumable ore that continually outputs oxygen as long as the max gas pressure in a room has not been reached. So if this was sealed off, this could eventually hit a max gas pressure and these would just sit there. I don't seem to find a lot of oxalite in these maps, but it's nice to have in the beginning because it helps you get your colony going, because we still need to build an output generator and we need to get some oxygen going in here. We should still be quite breathable, yes. As you can see, it's getting low down here. It's barely breathable down there, but it's breathable in the bedding where she's sleeping, so we're good. Now, the duplicants are always inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. Now, this is the carbon dioxide pit that I've dug so far. It will start to go into the bathroom, but we're not worried about that yet. They can hold their breath for quite a long time. They're really good at that. Okay, as we can see, it looks like Ellie Mae is back. We've got some meal wood, which is good. That's going to be their main food source for a while. I like seeing the meal wood up here, but it's in a vacuum, so it can't grow. I might want to dig right up there soon, but more important things first. Okay, we need to dig this out. Okay, Dr. Jones is going on his break. Ellie Mae is working, and Art will be waking up soon. Actually, I think Art should be up now. Get to work, you lazy bum. Oversleeping. Oh, Art, I apologize. You weren't supposed to get up yet. Yeah, you go back to bed. You get up when he goes to bed. This is my one worker shift. I'm glad you went back to bed. I feel bad about waking you up. There you go. You might be a little tired today. But we are slowly moving forward. Okay, the thing I want to do is get this going. Since those are not really growing yet, we're just going to get rid of that. Okay, excellent. We are starting to dig into the copper as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can only reach 4 high as well, so not too worried about this yet. Oh, and we just found a hatch. you can ranch these guys later for food, and they will eat your food. Little buggers. That's okay, we're not going to worry about them. We're going to produce enough food, we're not too worried. That is one of the things about learning at the beginning level. I will teach you how to survive and thrive. Now those areas we could not build the ladder because there were plants. Now plants are gone, I can build that up. And we can look at putting up our little hamster wheel. Let's start getting some oxygen and some power going. Set that up, and 1, 2, 3. I like 4 little batteries, but that's okay. Now we have to put wire under these batteries, which is the reason I am laying the base tile under here rather than just digging it up. Okay, that mill was at 81%, and that was at 51%, so we're not going to have a farm for a little while. We'll leave these two growing. This is what I need to get started. We're going to need more of this copper as we get started too. So we will dig up to there. We're going to set the sub-priority on this to 6 to get that going. How's everything going down here? The carbon is building up slowly. We don't have to worry about that too much, honestly. I don't know why I keep looking at it. I just do. Let's see. You can see the carbon falling. Carbon is heavier than gas. So when you've got an area like this that had a lot of carbon, it will slowly filter over the edge and down, which is why I leave a space on either side of the ladder. This is exactly so carbon can come down and filter into these areas. Now when we're done, we're going to have a really large carbon pit. You'll be surprised how big it gets before I actually do anything about it, but the game, you know, outputs a lot of carbon while you're working, so we have things to do. Okay, we've got our hamster wheel. We're going to put a sub-priority on a little bit of this. And up to there. Now we should be able to put in our power. Not yet. We don't have enough copper. Once we get more copper, this will light up. But we do have enough copper to build the battery. You can only build what you have the resources for. And as you can see, power is coming in. Line 1 down. It is basically just click and drag as well. Okay, let's see how far we can take this. I want this in the bedroom, if I can. This is why I went directly for that copper. And yes, I will be digging into that. Door there. Tile here and here and here. Nope, no tile there. That's what we want to do. I want access to that mealwood, but I don't want all this carbon coming over. So I could even put a little tile up here if I wanted. We'll deal with that later. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. A little bit of carbon won't kill anything. But I want that mealwood plant. Okay, now, since the plants are growing and almost grown, we're going to enable auto harvest on them. And hopefully we can get a little bit while we're working. Because we still need to get a research station going. And that is going to be my next project. Now let's see, these produce heat. We want our plants over on this side where we're not getting a lot of heat, so we'll keep the research up here. Again, base, 1, 2, 3, 4, and baby makes 5. We just need a little area. station, research station, space for the door, and hopefully we've got enough wire. Excellent. Now the reason I'm putting the wire over here is because it's time to start producing some oxygen. You want to get that going pretty quick. Now we've already mined some algae, so we don't need to worry about that. And we can mine lots more here, which we're actually going to start doing soon. This carbon is starting to build up in this area. That's okay. Now, we want the research going rather quickly, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this up to 6, which I want this on 6 anyway for the priority, because you want the batteries going. You keep the batteries charged, you never have a problem. You can actually run a lot of current on these wires. As you can see, the max wattage is 1000 watts, and what is currently going is nothing. So we don't have to worry about that. Power doesn't flow unless it's being used by a machine. So that's a good thing. Alright boys, let's get some research going so Dr. Jones can hit his work. I'm going to have to reset my priorities as well. Let's see, Ellie Mae, you were a really good farmer, so we're setting that for a very high priority for you. I believe you were also good at digging. Yes, you were. So digging is over here. We're going to set that just a little higher. Art, you're good at art, so we're going to put you, art is a very high priority for you. Farming is a medium priority, and digging is a medium priority. Ellie, you're my main farmer. Okay, Dr. Jones, you're my researcher, right there. Okay, now, everything that's left alone, they will do at a standard rate. When he does research, he sets that at a very high priority. This is a little high priority. It's a little bit higher. And you can even go to maximum priority when they have a job, and it'll show a little wrench, but I'll show you that. Now, we do not want anybody doing research except Dr. Jones. So we will use the right mouse button to delay that, drop that down. Ellie, you don't need to do research either. Now, Dr. Jones, with his forelearning, will be our primary researcher, and we get stuff done fast. Okay, now we're ending cycle 2, and I'm seeing that we just about got our research station built. We've got our bedroom built, and we've got our latrine built. Now, all of these are going to give morale bonuses soon when I add a little bit of a tile on the doorway there. Like I say, a little more important. Okay, Dr. Jones is going off for bed. Or rest. Art is going off for bed. That means Ellie Mae gets to do some work. Good job, Ellie Mae. Now, as I told you, this is where you sweep. See all this stuff? You can throw it in little storage lockers. You find those in your base. I am very bad about just leaving it lying on the ground. I should pick up my rations more. I'm probably going to get comments about this, if anybody leaves comments on this. Alright. This is a tougher map. It's not an easy map. There's not a lot of chlorine in here. This I did find right away, the natural gas geyser. This is going to help out a lot later. We can cap it off. We can get the natural gas out of here, pump it out, and we can run some natural gas generators. But unfortunately, the research for that, that's a little ways away. But we will get there. I say that a lot, don't I? We'll get there, because in the end, you get everywhere. Let's see how Ellie Mae's doing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is set these to 5, so she doesn't have to worry about that. I want her to get that computer and the wiring done. Once she gets the computer done, they'll load it with dirt, because that's part of what you need to research. Hey, turn those to 5, Ellie. You should be building. There we go. Excellent. We're off to a good start. Now, if you want to check your materials, you got your raw metal here. We've got 2,000 kilograms of copper ore. That's a decent amount to start. Raw minerals, we have 20 tons of sandstone. That's a lot of sandstone. Filtration mediums, that's sand. We've got 9 tons. Liquid, we got 9.9 tons. I think that's because it's counting this, and this. We got a lot of liquid if we need it for a while. This we will definitely drain. Okay. I think it's time we set the sub priority on this to 6. Because we need our oxygen going. And soon we're going to have another duplicant. I don't know. Yeah, we're doing good for food. 17,000 calories. We're doing all right. Research. We're going to start the research. And first we want to do basic farming. This will give you the algae terrarium, which consumes carbon dioxide. Not a lot. And produces oxygen, but it also produces polluted water, which builds up and creates a mess. We do need the compost. You gotta clean out those outhouses. And the planter box, so we can start planting the mealwood and getting some food out of them. And then the ration box. So that's the first thing we're going to research. And that is the reason why. We need food and we need that composter. We probably could research something else first if we wanted to. But like I said, in this level, food is a bit scarce. There's not really a lot of it, so I want to get them on mealwood as soon as possible. I don't like the mush bars because they keep running to the bathroom and they keep making a mess. I think it results in like 3 times more bathroom trips. So I'm not a big fan. Now we'll just build our compost right down here off the bathroom. I'm tempted to just leave that open for a carbon pit. Maybe I will. Alrighty, and down here, our carbon pit is filling up. As you can see, we're getting lots of carbon dioxide down here. We still got oxygen up top. They can hold their breath long enough to go to the bathroom and wash their hands, so we're okay there. Once we start pumping this oxygen, it'll push it down and make the carbon dioxide more condensed. It'll get thicker then. Right now, it's a light layer that's still unbreathable. So we are going to have to do something about that after we get this oxygen going. In fact, I think maybe I'll set that up now. You want to keep it with the base. Yeah, we can dig that later. I want that algae. Say they can dig 4 deep. And they can climb 2 high. I want that mealwood. Oh, that's a bristle blossom. There's a mealwood here before. Interesting. Must have been another time I had went through this level, because I did play it because I wanted an idea of what I could teach as I went. So I played it a couple of times and went through and found what I thought was a decent way to start. It's not the best way. I mean, I'm still learning the game as is everybody else. But it's a fun game to play and really addictive. You can do a lot of stuff and you can put them to work. Art's going to run for some oxygen in a second there. Oh, I guess there was some there. It's nice little oxygen up here. Soon this carbon will float down and fill this up, but that's fine. I am going to dig up that bristle blossom. Might as well grab it. Now, I like to leave at least 2 areas between this, but with this sand up here, I'm going to leave 3 just because I don't want this sand falling. I realize it's not connected, but still. And this sand here, I don't want to take a chance of that falling either, so I just left it 3 wide. Now, they already dug themselves into a corner. They can only go up or down by 2. Thankfully, there's lots of sandstone here. They can pick up a piece, build themselves a ladder, and they're good to go. Now that we've got the carbon pit going, there we go. We can put these, oh, these are sub priority 6. Why did you go digging first? I guess they knew they needed a carbon pit. Oh, because I got you a higher priority for digging, right. That makes sense. Alright, looks like we're ready for a duplicant. We're at 21 kilocalories of food, so I think we're going to take a chance. Let's see who we got. You can build and ranch. You've got no construction, and you've got 1 ranching. But you do have +6 digging. Damn. +5 athletics. Small bladder. I don't like that. Damn, you're good though. What else we got? Mouth breather, loud sleeper, no thanks. You cannot build, but you can supply. You have no athletics, so you're not so good for supply. Why do you have good strength? Well, that's cleaning. Research, you got 1 learning. I think we may have to deal with a small bladder because she's almost too good to pass up. I really want to keep her. We won't be ranching for a few days, guaranteed. It takes a while to build up the research for that. But that +6 digging is just beautiful. All right. Welcome to the world, Gossman. Let's give you a new name. What would we call a digger? We're just going to go with something simple. We'll call her Sally. Okay, and we are going to print Sally. And that's going to be her new bed. Perfect timing, Sally. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the second episode of Oxygen Not Included. As you see, we've gone through the first 3 days. We've built our research station, our lavatory, our bedroom, and we've got a good start on a carbon pit and a few other things. I hope you join us next episode when we'll dig into a few more things and keep the game rolling. Talk to you soon.